Welcome back to the next episode of Hermitcraft. I'm gonna try and fly into Grumbot's cavern without looking, but I was way off. Well, what are we going to do today? Well, I actually need to catch you up on something I've already done, which is I have created a sheep farm. Now, I started this at the end of last episode and it went horrifically wrong. So I spent a few hours between episodes tidying it up, and you may notice this is fairly similar to B-Dubs' farm, but it will be even less like B-Dubs' farm by the time we're finished. It's going pretty well. We've got lots of wool on the go, but what I want to do is pretty this up with some machinery, some steampunky style stuff to match with all of the factory that is going on here with good old Gromboot. And in between episodes, something rather mysterious has appeared. I assume from one of the other hermits. It's a lodestone with a button that says begin. Potentially a generated content of some... I know what words have been in there. I know that I was in there, in the middle one. And I know that there's end crystal, TNT explosion. Typical Grian words. But begin. Like, every fiber of my being wants to press this button. Every fiber. In fact, this might be a good time for... Nope, not gonna press it. Not gonna fall for that one. Oh, man. No. Stop it! Stop! I don't want to press the button. I don't want to begin. What is it? No, we're not pressing it. I don't want to press it. Right, let's generate some content for today and see what we get. Excuse me? Oh. Whew, that was almost mildly embarrassing. Let's see what we get. Press the button. Who's messed with my Grumbot? Who has messed with my content generator? Press the button. I'm speechless. It's like they knew. I didn't put any of these words in the randomly generated thing, so that doesn't count. We're gonna do a re-roll. Okay, it's been reloaded with a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what we get. Anvil, Grian, pun. Really? This one's gonna be easy. It's a good job I love heavy metal. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This content was generated by Grumbot and I think I lost like 100 levels. Sometimes it's a short one, sometimes it's a quick one. I feel like the generator should be limited to one an episode. I would love to roll again and try something different, but I just got one of those rolls today. That's the second time I've got myself, you know? If I generate Grian again out of there, I'm just gonna re-roll. I don't want to get Grian every time I do this. Okay, let's turn to the matter at hand. No, this... We need to focus on getting this build done. I've got it all designed and ready to go. The problem is that I have not got enough copper. So I either need to go mining or we can borrow Tango's farm. And I think you know which one we're gonna do. That's right, we're gonna use Tango's farm. Now, I don't know if you've seen this farm before, but it looks like it might already be ready set up. But let me show you how this works. You grab the sword, you actually need to hop down here, which is probably the most terrifying part of this entire thing. Right, you need to wait for the zombies to arrive here. Once you've got enough zombies, you hit the button and go up. And it's going to take us all the way back up to the farm. This farm is so... This farm is so weird. I've not seen a farm quite like it. Right, they go up there, and basically we now wait until there's a bunch of zomberts here. And we start swinging. Now, I'm fairly sure that it's quicker to just go mining by a very, very long way. But I mainly just want to show you what this farm looks like. but you can't really get a good idea from this angle. Although it is very good. It frames my face perfect. Look at it. Look at this. Actually, this is the best way to see this farm. So here's our pile of zombies. They end up over here. And basically what they do through mob mechanics is spawn in lots of reinforcements, which then turn into drowns, which then accumulate down here where they get harvested for a very low rate of copper. It's quite a magnificent and rather complicated farm, and I'm just grateful that I didn't have to build one. It takes a little while to get rolling, but once it is, it's pretty quick. So we're going to farm up some copper and then get back to the sheep farm. Now, the design for the sheep farm has been inspired by an Instagram post that I saw by Nick Abe, and it's a bit industrial in nature, but of course I've tried to make it my own with my own designs and things, and hopefully it will in turn inspire you guys to make something similar. That's how these things evolve and develop and get better and better and better. And there's a credit in the description if you want to take a look. Enough fooling around. I was about to say enough sheeping around. That doesn't work. Let's actually get to work and start building the decoration for this particular part. Let's go! This doesn't happen very often, but I've gone a little bit red in real life in the cheeks because I've made a mistake. Now, bear with me for a second here. It's very easy to make accidental faces in your Minecraft builds. I've proven this time and time again. It happens, right? But I've accidentally made the worst face I've ever seen in a Minecraft build. I almost don't want to turn around and show you because I'm just gonna do it. I don't know how I've managed to do this just by changing one block to the target. You don't see it? Here's a little sketch. You see it? It's this terrified looking monster with sheep teeth looking directly at the button that says begin. How did I do this genuinely by accident? That is horrific. I can't believe you've got this beautiful, brand new, industrial looking machine and it's completely overpowered by the giant face going, "Huh?" It is literally looking directly at the rift. And it's terrified, but I'm also terrified of it. In fact, it's so much, it's really hard to convince you that this is an accident. I'm very much hoping that by changing this block to an andesite, we'll solve this problem. Maybe for good measure, this one too. But now that I've seen the face, I mean, it's still there. It's improved, but it's still there. Maybe I need to change it to just iron. I still see the face because I know that there's a face there now. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to remove it, I think. I'm never gonna be able to unsee the face. I've ruined this build. This is a really nice build. It's come together so great. And it's filled this space perfectly. But I've ruined it. With 2 eyes. I also want to... Scar flew in here at one point and was just like, danger! And flew straight out. Yeah, this is probably going to come back to haunt me at some point. All you got to do is, boop, and it's gone. Yeah, notice I took a step back there. Okay, this is the machine. The sheep machine. The sheepine. This is the machine, the machine for sheep. And I've had quite enough of this. But basically what I want to do is take this sort of industrial look and kind of surround the rest of the Grumbots layer with machinery and stuff like this. And then the goal will then be just to change the floor and we will be done. I think I need to leave before the I haven't pressed it. I haven't pressed the button. I've managed to stay away. And in order to do that, we need to actually leave. Now, I'm not sure what we should do with the second half of this episode. I have got the next part of this build planned out, so I might do that. I've got a lovely bridge planned, and then another tower over here, and shock. You guys won't believe this. I don't know what to do here, but that's not a problem. We can always come back to that. Let's head over to the shopping district, break some rules, and go and have a look at what the entity's doing. I was about to just fly past that. That's unique. That's the polite way of saying. Okay, the good old entity, my favourite rock other than all the rocks in my base. Finally, it looks like the emeralds have stopped circulating. By taking them out and exchanging them for diamonds, it looks like we're onto a winner. It looks like I need to restock. Although it doesn't make very... there's still some royal emeralds in circulation here. But mostly it's back to diamonds. Green orbs. I appeared to have buttered my own toast with those. I should probably take those out of circulation. Or maybe I'll just keep buying things with it. See if people just accept... These are the only 2 green orbs that I'm ever going to make. Let's see if they just keep circulating. Alright, so some restocking is definitely in order, which is not a particularly enjoyable task, so I'll have to get that done off camera. Check this out. A brand new building in the shopping district. Hot Guy HQ. Giphy shop. I just looked at the keyboard, and the Y is right next to the T, which I'm led to believe should be a gift shop and not a Giphy shop. However, if he doesn't sell Giphies, I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna screenshot this because he's promised some Giphies. Let's do a quick exchange because we are not using royal emeralds. And one thing that I've noticed about all these rules, thou shalt not party, thou shalt only eat gigapies, thou shalt not AFK, I don't even know what the other ones are. There seems to be absolutely no consequences to this. So, I mean, I'm going to host a diamond mining AFK party. We'll see what happens. I basically started preparing for the next section of this build, and as you can see, the copper has kept me occupied for quite a long time. Not only did I go ahead and mine all of this individually, I've smelted it and laid it out to oxidize. And while I was doing that, Scar has died in the nether. And I'm gonna go and see if I can pick up his stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's all gone. Unfortunately, after a lot of searching in the nether with my cam account, his stuff is definitely gone. Definitely gone. So, we're gonna surprise him with the news. He's streaming right now, so I know exactly where he is. And...
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at any moment.
Surprise!
I was not expecting that.
That was such a good reaction. Have you got your stuff back?
I have a few things. I have to make some more stuff. I've got a hat. The problem is I have lolcat for my language right now, and it's hard to figure out what enchant is which. It's
Wait, is this a real thing or is this something you've added?
Korean.
What?
Go to language.
No, you're...
I am not joking.
No, where is it?
And then
it is lolcat.
Turn it on and be amazed with the power of the lolcat.
Okay, I have no idea what anything... I know, I guess I know what... Oh my goodness. Okay, right, so, protection. I don't know what fish mode is. Oh,
I don't either.
That's Aqua Affinity. Never break. That's unbreaking. Mendin. Kitten no like water. What's that?
It must be respiration.
That's...
Look at your tool. If you have silk touch on it, it says smooth digging.
I'm gonna keep this language on and try and golden carrot, shiny splody thing. Okay, the bottle of enchanting, bottle of XP is potion with your levels. I just want to know what everything's called now. Weird blue thing is skulk. Ooh, shiny is diamonds. Or orange log. What?
Orange log.
Why is spruce? The ender chest is called Spooky Litter Box.
Oh, it is. It's a spooky litter box.
When was this added to the game? Scar, I swear, this is no joke. Every time we play Minecraft, we learn something new. Every time.
This is so true.
We
We're
learn,
learning new
like,
things.
the weirdest, like, little nuances. Alright, come with me, Scar. Come with me. Come with me.
All right.
Come with me.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with yellow concrete
This
powder,
is
but
this
yeah,
is
right.
important. Yeah, I know. It's not a big seller.
I know. I got the worst one. Oh
Come with me.
no.
Just
Oh no.
what's a Giphy shop? What is a Giphy shop?
I don't know what a Giphy shop.
But the fact I need it to be a Giphy shop now because that's what's been promised. Whatever a Giphy is, I'm pre-ordering one, and there's no backing out of this.
I was so tired.
It was. I read this earlier, right? And then I looked down at the keyboard and I saw that the Y was next to the T, and I was like, ah, okay. I basically ended up joining Scar on his stream for a few hours, and so hopefully you enjoyed those weird little clips that were there. All of the copper is now oxidized, which means we can get cracking on the next phase of the big base build. So, let's go! Here we go. The next section has been completed. It's pretty much a replica, but a slightly bigger tower on the left-hand side. I'm still experimenting and debating how to detail the bits here, which is why there's no windows or anything like that. I need to try and figure out how to make arches. I very much wish that I could use iron trap doors vertically without having to power them. That would make my life a lot easier when it came to these builds, but I'm gonna have to figure something out. So we're starting to approach the end of the neoclassical style area of my base. There's just this section here to fill, which hopefully will be next episode or the episode after, and then this section wraps around completely. Now I've left this bit kind of open. Whoa, there's a hole. Wow. I landed in the one hole. I don't know how I managed to fly up and get directly... You know what? I'm just going to cover that up. I've left this bit a bit exposed because I probably will continue the castle out the top of this, and then it's going to go all the way over here. So this build is very much a long-term project, which is why I'm whittling it down bit by bit. But I must be honest with you that my direct interest has been for quite some time down here in the basement where Grumbot is. I've got two projects going simultaneously, and this is where all the action's happening. I've tried my best to remove the eyes, but I can still see them! See, anything I do, everything just looks like an eyeball now. It's just... I've ruined this. But the good news is I've managed to thoroughly ignore the temptation of the button. No, we're good. We're okay. We're okay. In other news, I've got myself a pretty powerful bow on the same level as Hot Guy, and I was thinking, you know, I could definitely train up to be Hot Guy's sidekick. Cute guy, just because I'm cute, you know, not quite hot, cute. As far as I'm aware, the only thing that qualifies you to be a hot guy is being annoying with a bow and arrow. And you know, being annoying is kind of my thing, so being annoying with a bow doesn't seem like too much of a stretch. All you gotta do is just find a target and ping! There's only one other player on the server right now, and that's Keralis. Let's see if we can qualify to be a hot guy, or rather, a cute guy. You know, I haven't been anywhere near Keralis' base, and he is working on something very Keralis. There's a few elements to this. Surprise, reconnaissance, and velocity. And the longer I take finding him, the less of all of those I'm gonna get. He's that. Okay, right. This is gonna be quite a tricky shot. Can I qualify to be a cute guy? No, where is he? There he is, there he is, there he is. That's not correct. That's not him. I've been bamboozled. Okay, I've spotted him, but he's in such a difficult location. Well, I hit him, but I didn't quite get the. I'm not quite cute enough for you. I'm not quite cute enough yet. I still need practice. Sad. But I hit him. I hit him. I was missing that last element, velocity. You know, maybe I need to take up the hot guy training course, and then maybe then I'll be cute. Someone tell me I'm pretty. Well, we got loads done in this episode. We built a horrific face, we built a less horrific part of the build, and we had a few laughs with our good buddy, Good Times with Scar. So, all there is left to say is massive thank you for watching. Don't click off this video. Wink. Necrali says, no idea what just happened, but please get more cute. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.